Welcome back to my channel. My name's Rod Clark, former Australian Masters track athlete, previous coach to an Australian Olympic athlete, and just a guy with an interest in sports performance and all things health and fitness. Afternoon all from sunny Colorado. Beautiful day here today. Just about to head out for a bike ride on the mountain, but before I did that, I just wanted to do a quick video. Today I just want to talk about shoes. Sneakers, runners, sand shoes, called different things all around the world. I was having that discussion with somebody the other day. What do you actually call these in the US? But these are specific gym shoes, and I just wanted to talk about what type of shoes that you use for the gym and why, I suppose, choosing a specific gym shoe is important. These are my go-tos. They're called Noble. They're Noble trainers. They were kind of made for the CrossFit space. I find them a fantastic gym shoe. Just a couple of the technical features about them. They're really stiff, so underfoot they don't have any compression in the sole. They don't bend or flex a lot, and they're they're a wider shoe. Although I have gone up half a size because I found they're not quite wide enough for me. However, I do find them just the perfect gym shoe. There's also a Nike Metcon, which I used to wear. I still have a pair at home in Australia, but this is typically my go-to shoe now. A couple of reasons. I love the name and the branding these guys have done. I also love the design of the shoe, and they've lasted so well. These are a couple of years old now and haven't had a huge amount of wear, but I also have a second pair, which I tend to use as a bit of a shoe with a pair of jeans, and I chose these so when I travel, I don't have to take multiple shoes with me. So I can wear these around with a pair of jeans and a shirt, but I can also go and work out in them, and they don't look like sneakers, which I'm not a huge fan of. And same with these, yes, I know they're a workout shoe, but with a pair of jeans on, they don't look too bad. And you can get all different colors. They've got more of a tan sole on them, so they look a little bit more like a shoe. But one of the huge benefits for these, you can, for training, is that you can still shuttle run in them, you can skip in them. Box jumps are fantastic because they have a nice wide solid platform. So when you're landing, the shoe's not getting any compression. So, you're actually getting that energy is being pushed back out of your feet straight away, and the response is fantastic. Secondly, if you're squatting or deadlifting, these shoes are just fantastic. When I was squatting quite a lot and quite heavy weight, I was wearing sneakers. I was finding that the sneaker would just compress and be quite squishy underfoot, and then start to move around underneath me. When you've got a lot of weight sitting on your shoulders, the last thing you want happening is that small movement in the weight on your shoulders. So these don't have any movement whatsoever. And if you've ever seen weightlifting shoes, what's the weightlifters use in Olympic Games, they've got a wooden sole on them. It's quite a big wedge, so it takes a bit of pressure off their Achilles as well, but the sole is wooden, so they don't lose any compression or any stability through that shoe. So these are my go-to, the Noble shoes. They're a fantastic shoe. And the other thing that I do like about having something like this is it gets me into the mindset of training. I have a specific pair of shoes for working out. I have a pair of running shoes. And when I was running as a track athlete for many years, I had race day spikes, and when I put those spikes out in the lounge room the night before, ready to race, I would always find that it got my brain into that space. Oh, there's the race spikes, tomorrow's race day. The other little routine which I chose was on race day, I always wore black socks. I always wear black socks and everything I do now. It's just my go-to sock. But I also implemented that for the guys that I coach, that it was black socks for race days only. They also then started to wear black socks all the time. But initially, having a little routine like that just gets your brain into gear, and you start thinking about, okay, let's prep for, my workout today. I've got my Noble shoes and, my favorite shorts or whatever it is. It gets your brain into that space. So just a little bit about shoes. If you have never tried a specific gym shoe, I'd recommend. They're a little bit expensive, but as I said, they do last a long time. These are at least 2 years old, haven't had a huge amount of work. These are 5 or 6 years old. And I've worn them so much. Yeah, they're starting to wear out on the inside now, but they've been worn to death, literally daily. So anyway, that's all I've got for today. Just a little bit of a rant on shoes. I'll put some links in the description below for the Noble and the Nike Metcon, so you know what I'm talking about. But otherwise, until...